Buck you naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes up. Right now.
A subject that needs to be talked about is all of the sisters getting laid off from their jobs. Not all of them. A lot of sisters are losing their jobs.
Talking about the government jobs that he was trying to shut down?
Yeah, a lot of jobs.
Shit, UPS is fired 70,000.
I thought it was 22,000 last time. Remember I covered it?
Yeah, I think the goal is 70. But I think the goal is.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, my sisters, the roosters are coming home.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to JLerone Presents. I am your host, JLerone. Hey, if you haven't, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. This episode of Corey Holcomb is where he talks about the decline in the black women's jobs, right? So, as we know, a lot of DEI has been cut. A lot of black women are losing their jobs. I think the last time I heard may have been like 160,000 black women are now unemployed. Maybe more, but last I heard it was 160. So 160 black women have lost their jobs. And that goes into this DEI and all that good stuff that's going on in the current administration. So we're going to go ahead and get back into this and see what else Corey has to say about these women losing their jobs and the chickens coming home to roost.
My sisters, everything you did is finna come back on you because they have people in place government-wise to show you we used you to destroy the village. Now we really have no use for you no more. Your daddy ain't there. Your husband ain't there. Your son is raised wrong. Your daughter is watching you twerk. You have done what we wanted you to do well in destroying the village. The father of your child is probably in court with you over nothing. We have used you to the same way, like back in the day, Eve ate from the forbidden tree.
Right.
This is the same thing. You ate from the forbidden tree. You went and used a system that destroys you to destroy your family. And now, with this administration in, they have no use for you. Remember all the female black mayors and everything that was happening and all like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They ain't got no use for that shit no more.
Yep. You have Letitia James, Tiffany Henyard, Fannie Willis. You know, she's a DA. But yeah, any black woman in politics now, man, they just, Lori Lightfoot, A lot of them are just gone. Mayor Cantrell, Louisiana. Yeah, I mean, you can just go down, you can just Google black politicians, black female politicians, and all these black women will pop up that are now, in danger. If they haven't lost their job already, they are in danger. You got the judges, Judge Patterson, whatever her name is. I mean, it's just so many that's just been crashing out.
I see the girl. We are the most educated. Yes, they sold you a degree that ain't finna be worth shit.
It's crazy.
You who have aged out and fell for the sucker shit in destroying your village, your family, and yourselves, the only thing you can do is try to tell your children, don't do what I did. All you women 40, 50, 60, it's over for you. You need to explain to your children, don't do what I did. Don't go around here talking about you don't need a man publicly. Don't go around bashing men for the most part publicly. Because all these women who are on the internet for bashing men, there's a record of it, and I think we need to keep a record of these women in case they try to act like they something different later on. But most of them will follow who's ever the leadership.
Chameleon.
Whether the leadership is good or bad, they'll follow the leadership. While we're in this position we're in, I'm talking about the moral people of the world. You have to be aware of these women that's out for self, not for the village, because they are about to find themselves back in the village with the villagers and the fronting like you rich, the fronting like all this is finna be over. I'm telling you, most of my sisters are broke than a motherfucker. It's some who have found a way. And I am so happy they have. But most of my sisters are broke, just like most of my brothers are broke.
Yep.
But the sisters was acting like they not broke,
Yep.
holding up drinks on an island that they got there with a buddy pass and all that shit. No.
Right, and the thing, like he was saying, it's on both ends of the table. Men are broke, women are broke. Men ain't out here fronting like we got it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got it, we ain't got it. Men are not out here, like you said, pretending that we, that we flossing, that we got all this extra money, that we can just go here and do this, that, and the third. But you do see a lot of women doing that. That's what he's talking about. Is a lot of these women are broke and they out here acting like they, like they steady, doing the doggone thing, but they're not. They're fronting, lying, like I said, just on Instagram. These motherfuckers go out and rent a car and pretend it's theirs. Motherfuckers be going to be having photo shoots and shit. Y'all just be wasting money, man. It's stupid. Let's keep it moving.
It's finna be time during this administration where this man is literally pouring out all the fish in the pond and letting you see him try to live with no air. He's taking your income away.
Yeah.
What jobs do you think will be available for us? When I say us, I'm talking about people of color. What jobs are going to be available for us in the future? You got to learn how to cook again.
And back to wet nursing.
Say it again.
It's gonna be tough to get a wet nurse job with fake titties. That's bad for the baby.
He's so stupid, Greg.
I'm just saying, wet nurses make good. When my grandparents moved to Pasadena in the 50s, my grandmother bought a house that's worth $1.6
Off of it, what?
for $10,000. She was a maid.
Oh.
Right up the street.
This generation don't remember when the sisters used to stand outside like a slave auction. I'm talking about in cities like New York and everything.
Right.
And they would have Caucasian people go over there and point them out. You want a job? Yes, sir. I sweep, I clean good. This ain't hundreds of years ago.
50
This
plus,
ain't hundreds
60,
of years ago.
about
No, it's
60.
60 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, but now the internet is here, and everybody is, I'm boss now. No, you're not. You're struggling. And the job that you thought was gonna help you pay off that car you signed for is probably finna be gone.
They said
Yep.
they're gonna get an eyelash rejuvenation. That's crazy.
I'm saying, what kind of jobs can they get?
You know what though? I'm gonna tell you this, man.
Because they don't have to clean the houses no more. Look, this might be some bullshit to say. They got people from other races cleaning their house now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
When they brought us here to
And just think, how many of these women who are getting laid off from these jobs are going to humble themselves enough to go and try and get a job to where they, like a cleaning job, like working for a maid service or something like that. A lot of them have too much humility. They're not going to humble themselves to do that, man, because they go figure, you know, I don't know what they gonna do, but like I said, a lot of them are not going to go that route. I guarantee, because half of them don't clean up their own house. But yet, you think they go clean up somebody else's? No.
this country, that's what we was used for. To do work in the fields, be slaves. Now, they got other people who are willing to take them jobs and don't have the same disposition as the lost-minded sister. You know, if they got you in the house, you on the internet. What are these girls? Okay, the one girl got fired twerking on the plane.
Yep.
Right.
Then some other girl just get fired. She was twerking in some uniform. They fired her
It
ass.
was another plane, another attendant.
Who?
A secure.
A security guard.
Yeah. So yeah,
Whoring is
Now, of course, I'm not talking to all my sisters.
I'm just saying, it's crazy how women, black women, cannot wait to twerk. I mean, it's like you're in your uniform, you on an airplane, the stewardess twerking, and then the security guard twerk. What the fuck is it with a camera in front of your face? Now you got to twerk. Is programming? I mean, what the hell is it? Like y'all done downloaded some type of app to where y'all see a camera, now y'all got to twerk. It's like, yeah, look at my ass, but you know, don't look at me as a sexual being. Just look at my ass, but don't approach me on some sex shit when that's all I'm showing you is sex.
But I am talking to a whole bunch of them. It's over. It's time to be accountable for who you are. They allowed you to hide on the porch and act like you was better than the brothers they wouldn't even let on the porch. Guess what? They kicking all y'all off the porch.
Mm-hmm.
I see what's happening with money.
Yep.
Oh man, money is finna be scarce.
A lot of things are.
How are you gonna make it? What can you do? This content creator shit ain't working. OnlyFans ain't getting everybody money like they used to.
Nope. No, you have to do some crazy stuff on them OnlyFans girls. Oof.
How they gonna get some money? Look at somebody say we weren't brought here, we were already here. Hey, we were already here, but
shit, we ain't.
a whole bunch of us had to take a boat ride, brother. A cold boat ride where we was tied together like this, and you had to make it from Africa to here with no room service.
And that's if you made it. You know what I'm saying?
And what they do with the people who didn't make it?
Threw them to the sharks. Right. That's what's happening now. These niggas gonna get thrown to the sharks.
They throwing them to the sharks.
But now they got the prison industrial complex, so they got something to scrape people at the bottom. It's called jail. And then once you get there, you will become an indentured servant, and then you will work for free.
13th Amendment.
So,
13th Amendment. You be right back in there.
You ain't got much longer to perpetrate on the internet like it's sweet. You ain't got much longer to keep on saying somebody did something to you. You ain't got much longer to be unaccountable for everything you do. You are going to have to learn how to grow food, cook food, and be up under something that's greater than yourself. It's coming. And I'm not talking about way down the line. Remember what I said? You're going to have to grow food, hunt food. You're going to have to learn how to be a person who can take care of a household. And you're going to have to bow down to something greater than yourself.
You know how hard it's going to be to hunt if your ass is clapping?
If you got a BBL and you in the woods,
Hunting, you ain't gonna be able to go scare all the kills off.
You gonna be funky.
All kind of branches on the side.
And them heifers gonna be funky. You know them BBL smell. Them motherfuckers gonna be running away, all the damn creatures on they gonna pop up. You might attract a bear with this smell. Some fucking. But yeah, you gonna be a funky motherfucker out there.
You can't catch no deer slipping if you got a twerk clap.
you know how much dust gonna fly in your eye because you ain't got no eyelashes?
Great, that is such a skit. Wait.
I'm just saying it's gonna be hard. All that shit don't go in nature, man.
The animals are gonna be able to smell the hair that you have on top of your hair.
And then all the whore lotions and perfumes, the animals gonna pick up on that. You're gonna starve to death being too European.
Not those parts.
If we go back to nature, nigga, all the fresh shit is gone. Ain't no more Old Spice cologne for Corey. Ain't no more none of that. The pigs and the wild animals can smell the bullshit. The strip club shit.
The glitter
The
shit.
bitch is gonna be worthless. I'm talking about worthless. The only thing you're gonna have is your body to sell and the cost that people are willing to pay for you.
Ain't gonna be shit.
Just think about this. This is scary. The cost people are going to be willing to pay for you is going to be so disrespectful what they'll pay to other bitches. Don't you see what's happening?
Yep.
Motherfuckers is giving bitches $25,000 a cheek. What they giving you?
Gonna be less than that $40.
Has anybody ever gave you $25,000 in your life for anything?
That $40 holler gonna be down to about 20. That could be a discounted rate. Ain't gonna get shit.
You're not going to get that. You're going to get enough to have to come back. Because that's how we supposed to pay bitches. You're supposed to pay them in a way where they can't go out there and get on their feet with this. They'll be back. I got plenty of bitches that told me, Corey, you can go to hell. I'm like, all right, what you finna get your life together? You're not finna do that. You'll be back. I am finna make a t-shirt. Well, I'm basically gonna be like Nate on Set It Off. I need this shirt. I'm Nate on Set 'Em Off. I need somebody who look like Jada to be over there like, I'm in a bind, Corey.
And you can't go back to Africa. You've been seeing what people who actually went to that motherfucker been saying.
What they say?
One chick, she's like, our video, she like, check this out, man. This is the biggest mistake I ever made in my life going to Ghana.
Yes.
She said, first of all, my electricity ain't consistent. Every time I step out the house, somebody trying to bribe me. I can't get no good snacks nowhere. She said, I ain't had a good snack in a year.
Somebody say, Corey, can you hunt? No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can learn, though.
They both gonna be behind me. They're gonna be on my team.
I'm gonna be one of the last to feel the crunch.
The crunch.
I've been hustling my whole life, homie. I always found a way to get something. I'm the reason NACA, National Something of College, I'm the reason why they made it where people can't come up in there and just
Perform.
Man, all I did was showed up at NACA with a Wildin' Out t-shirt. I booked enough shows to eat good. Because all the kids was like, that's that dude off Wildin' Out. Because they had people that pay for booths, and they try to motherfucking book talent and all that. All I did was put on the t-shirt, went up there.
Yeah.
I was, hey, give me the number. Woo, yeah. Call me. Woo, 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 woo. Even the people who didn't know me, like the college advisors, they was like, oh, who are you? I was like, I'm Corey Holcomb.
Yeah.
Man, I booked so many shows by doing that. This is an example of a
Self-promotion,
hustler.
yeah.
I'm a hustler, homie. I'm going to always find a way. And I got something to give. I'm not just wasting your time. So asking me if I hunt, you wasting your time. Can you hunt? I hope you can, whoever you are.
Yeah, he's making a point right there. You got to be able to hustle. What's going to happen now is a lot of stuff is going into automation, right? So that's going to affect jobs. It's going to be men as well as women are going to get affected, right? Will be affected. More women than men, however, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be more women to bite that bullet worse than the men. As you can see now, even in the podcast world, more men have successful podcasts than women. Not saying that women don't have successful podcasts, but on the average, the men are running, you know what I'm saying? They are leading the way in the podcast world. Also, when you look at STEM and cloud computing and things like that, more men are going that route. Engineers and mathematicians, all that. You have more men getting into that than women. Not saying that women aren't doing it, but you have more men. Any field that you look at, you're going to see more men are leading the way. So what's going to happen? Like I said, a lot of women will still be, you're going to have your doctors, your lawyers, your accountants, women in the entertainment industry and stuff like that, producers and, whatnot. Might not be too much affected, right? But for the most part, the average woman is going to be hurting, right? They're going to be hurting because of these layoffs and these cuts and stuff like that. So, and it's like Kevin Samuels once said, y'all going to have to learn to strike a deal. Women are going to have to learn to strike a deal. Y'all are going to have to sit down with the men and strike a deal. Either that, like Kevin said, you go buy a dog and die alone. One of the two. You go have to come and strike a deal or buy a dog and die alone. One of the two, right? It's up to you. Whatever y'all want to do. But, is it hard head make a soft ass sometimes, But this economy, the way the world is going now, it's going to be a lot of automation, a lot of AI. It's going to take a lot of jobs. And yeah, and like I said, a lot of people are going to be hurting. But like I said, the men are in a bigger position to advance and be solid. And a lot of y'all women are going to have to fall in line, get off your high horse, humble yourselves, and get under a man's covering. This is where it's coming to. And if y'all ain't been noticing, the writing's on the wall. I mean, we see it more and more every day. The last 4 or 5 years, the writing has been on the wall. And, a lot of people don't like it when you say it, but Kevin Samuels has not missed yet on anything that he's talked about. So, hey, drop your comments down below and let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. You guys, please be good to yourselves by all means. Let's be good to one another. And I will catch you guys in another one. Peace out. Chickens coming home to roost.
Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking.